And who's the oldest? The oldest is Esau, Edom. And you'll see why when we read on down. And you have to serve the younger. You have to serve your younger brother, Jacob. And that's something that you don't want to do. Alright? You don't like that, man. You don't like serving your brother, Jacob. That's why you put us in slavery. That's why you stole Gad's land, which is the son of Yasha'Allah. Verse 24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And I'm going to read the NLT. Verse 25. The first one was very red at birth and covered with thick hair, like a fur coat, so they named him Esau. So the blood showed forth through his skin. And that's you white people. The blood shows forth through your skin. You have translucent skin, so to speak. So Esau was a white man, and he was very hairy. So just picture the Geico caveman. So this is your humble beginnings. Esau, Edom. This is your humble beginning. This is your forefather. This is who you spawned from. Red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Ishashwa, wasted away is he. Hey, and that's why the Lord put the spirit on these Edomite scientists and top physicists to create the waster. Scripture says, I have created the waster to destroy. Hey, that's somewhat of a nomen omen. It's kind of ironic if you think about it. Kind of, right? Wasted away as he created the waster to destroy. Hey, that's some ICBM missiles, man. Intercontinental ballistic missiles. You guys created that. The Lord put the spirit on you to create that so you can destroy yourself. White boy wasted. Party like it's 1999. You only live once. Come on, man. Verse 26, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. So you notice they didn't really describe how Jacob looked. Why is that? Because he came out normal. You don't need to go into specifics. He came out normal. He had his melanin. So it shows you, man, you Edomites are the only people that don't have melanin on this earth. And that's unnatural. And his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. Jacob, what does that mean? Supplanter. That means he's going to get over you. And when you read on, man, Jacob, he gets over Esau. And it's going to happen again. You know why? Because Yahushua is going to take you down. That represents Jake getting over you. Verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. Yeah, he's a man of the field. A cunning hunter. He's a man of the world. And that's how these Edomites get down. They like to go out in the forest, in the wilderness, and hunt game. Kill bears, kill mooses, get their antlers. And what they do is they cut off the antlers and then they put it on their wall, on the wall in their house, man. As like some type of trophy. Put it right beside their shotgun on the wall. That's you devils, man. Esau was just like that. And he never liked to stay home. I think it was called, there was a show called with Anthony Bourdain, The Thirsty Traveler. Hey, Anthony Bourdain, which I think he's dead now, he went around the world tasting all these drinks, like alcohol, liquor, that came out of these different nations, man. That's you devils, man. You get to do that. You get to jet set and just travel the world and go into other people's homes and lands and live it up and then destroy it at the same time. Hold on for a second. Let's get Habakkuk. This is Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Yeah, that's it. That's right. 12 tribes of Israel. All right. Yeah. They're your future rulers. Yeah, they're your future rulers. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Okay, take care now. All right. But this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. True. Why? Hebrews 11. How can you? You know, that's the best way to go, man. How can you not live by no faith? How can you not have faith? That's the best way to go. You're not in control of anything. So why not have faith? Why not put your trust in a higher power? Why not believe in something? Especially something like Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh. You don't control anything. I don't know the number of hairs that are on my head. I don't know when I'm going to expire. I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring me. Even after I'm done this, I don't know what's going to happen. I could get in a car crash, man. Lord willing, I don't. So why not have faith? I don't control shit. Nobody does. So it says, upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Who does this describe, and who does this fit best? Esau, Edom. Look at all these organizations that are set up in the world. They call them multilateral organizations. Let me pull that up. Yeah, multilateral organizations are formal groups of 3 or more nations working together on issues of common interest. Yeah, so look at all of Esau's multilateral organizations like NATO, the EU, the UN, which is the same thing. You got the BRICS. Who's in charge of all of that? You Edomites, you run that. That's why it says here, and heapeth unto him all people. Yeah. I think he did that in the time of Antiochus. And he's also trying to do it again with the NWO. Yeah, but that's this devil spirit. You know, okay, I'm going to build up a city. We're going to have something called diversity, multiculturalism. Everybody's going to come together. But in order for us to do that, I have to be in charge. That's how it is. That's how it is. But that's this man's spirit. That's his man's spirit. When that's not how the Lord set it up. Because in fact, when you go to Deuteronomy 32, verse 8, it says here, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. So he divided to the nations their inheritance. That's right. So he gave these other nations their own lands and their own blessings. And he made them separate from each other. That's how it was supposed to be. Man, even going back into Genesis, the 11th chapter, going into the Tower of Babel, the sons of men back then, they tried to disrupt that order. That's why they came together and they built that tower. And then the Lord, what did he do? He split them up and he gave them different languages. And then they couldn't work together. And then they had to scatter and separate. That's how the Lord wants it, man. So Esau's off for doing those things. You know, that's a very fruitless endeavor, because you're going against the order on how the Lord set it up. You see, and that shows you the Lord is racist. Okay? Amos 3:2 tells you that. Let me get that, man. I'm just jumping around now. Because the Lord's racist. He's a separatist, and he doesn't really like a lot of people on this earth, okay? He only likes the nation of Israel. That's it. And I don't blame him. Amos chapter 3 verse 1. Hear this word that Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Yasha'Allah, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Damn, iniquity, huh? That's very serious. It means pretty much you're in the condition without having the law. That's what iniquity really is. You sinning and going off. And that's why we get punished. And that's why these other nations, they prosper in their wickedness. Because the Lord ain't dealing with them. And that shows you you're a son of the Most High if you get punished and chastised. Because that's what a good father does to his children. He chastises them and he punishes them. He rebukes them if they go off. But hey, this shows you that the Lord is a separatist, he's a racist, and he don't really care about these other nations. He doesn't care about them. They are as a drop of a bucket. Okay, so let's go back to Habakkuk 2. Habakkuk chapter 2. I'm going to read verse 5 again. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, going into these different philosophies. Because Esau is involved in everything. He worships Buddha, he worships Allah, he worships everything. He worships Satan. He is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home. He's very proud, very pompous. Very arrogant too. And look at Trump. Trump's arrogant. Just look at how this guy's acting. I remember in his first term, when that whole COVID came out, he's like, I believe an interviewer came up and said, where this disease or virus come from? He's like, it's the China virus from China. And then later we have come to find out that American people were involved in creating that disease. It didn't come from a Chinese woman eating a bat. Whatever it is, you know, there's a lot of disinformation out there, or misinformation out there. Okay, all right, let me move on. So it says, neither keepeth at home who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as deaf, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. True. And he has stolen everybody's riches. He has stolen the resources on the planet Earth. He's stolen lands. He has stolen identities. And woe unto him. Because he is increasing in an unlawful manner, man. And he's also ladeth with thick clay, and that goes into debt. Because when you go into the word thick clay here, I believe it means ibatya. Yeah, let me pull it up. I believe it's the word clay. You get it here, with thick clay. It says, ibatya, weight of pledges, heavy debts. Right. And these Edomite nations, Canada, and especially the United States, they're in trillions of dollars of debt. I believe it's about to hit 40 trillion, they say. It's going to hit 40 trillion. $40 trillion. How? You know, wow, man, $40 trillion, that's insane. And that's what you get for taking away the gold standard, taking away gold and silver. And the money is now not being backed by anything. You know what that causes? Inflation. Prices is not going up. Your money is just being devalued. That's it. That's why they call it legal tender. Why is it tender? Fuck. Why is it tender? Come on, man. So that's this devil. Debt. And the standard of living is going up and up and up. Every year it goes up. Hey, that's why it says, I believe that's the words of Klaus Schwab, the former owner of the World Economic Forum. He said, "You will own nothing and be happy." How do you think that's coming into fruition? Because of inflation, the standard of living. And that's what you people are getting used to. And look at all these things like Netflix, Spotify. You don't even own music anymore. I remember back in the day, you would have to go to the store and buy music. And then obviously when the computers came in and when everybody had internet and people were illegally downloading, but then they took that away. But now you gotta rent everything. You gotta rent movies, you gotta rent TV shows. You gotta rent music. You don't own anything. You don't have an allodial title. You don't even really own your home. You know, that's all to condition you to accept this system that they're about to bring in as well. I'm just ranting. Let me go on. It says, "Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee and awake, and shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people